Hi, this is Adam from Wilderness Systems. Today we're going to show you how to install the steering control for the pedals rod on the right side of the kayak. The tools you'll need to complete this project are a power drill, a 5/32 drill bit, a knife, a Phillips head screwdriver, a pair of pliers or vice grips, a heat source. We recommend a lighter for home use because it heats the tubes more slowly, but we use a torch here in the factory, and a measuring device like a tape measure. You'll also need to purchase new rudder tubing. This is available through harmonygear.com. We also recommend that you purchase this fiberglass rod, which helps feeding through the boat. You can also use a heavyweight wire or heavy leader. The first step is to use a Phillips driver to remove the cover plate. Next, you'll see the tops of the tubes have been flared. So we're going to cut the tops of those flares off. For your next step, pull the tubes out of the back of the boat. There's the left side tube. There's the right side tube. So now we turn the boat around, we're actually working on the right side of the boat. So we're going to take the cover off the right side. Take our Sharpie, find the bottom of the recess, just make a small mark. And then we're going to mark the top of the circle. The next step is to take your tape measure and measure 1 inch from that mark. And mark the center there at 1 inch. We're going to take and do the same measurement on the top here. We're going to mark that at 1 inch. Those are going to be our drill marks for the new cables. The marks should be on the stern side, so essentially what we're doing is we're just mirroring where the holes are on the other side of the boat with these holes 1 inch from the marks and on the stern side recess. Now we're going to take our drill and a 5/32 drill bit, put it right on the mark, and drill. Pull the plastic out. Do the same thing for the top. When you're running the tubes, make sure that you come to the outside of the scuppers along the edge of the boat. So when you get the tube, it'll be wound pretty tightly like this. So one of the things I like to do is take it and stretch it out so it lays nice and flat. So you can do that a couple of ways. You can tie off one end and pull it straight, or you can just take it and step on it and pull it a little at a time to straighten it out. So that'll help keep it from curling when it's inside the boat. After you stretch out the tube, go ahead and put the fiberglass rod or heavy wire into the tubing. This helps to give it some structure while you're feeding it through the boat. Next, we're going to stand the boat up on its edge. We'll take the left hole here, put the tube in, feed it down the right side of the boat. Move up to the hatch. Grab the tube and feed it through the top hole in the recess. So now we're going to take the end of the tube, and we're going to heat it up so the end of the tube flares back. Just heat it nice and slow. As you start to apply heat, you can see it starts to curl back on itself. Wait till the tube cools down completely, and then we'll pull the slack out of it from the rear of the boat. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the slack out from the back side of the boat. Take a pair of pliers. You're going to want to make sure that this is nice and tight. So pull on the tube, get a little bit of stretch to it, and hold it with a pair of pliers. You can use a pair of vice grips if you want. Then come out a little bit from the end of the vice grips or the pliers and cut the tube. And we're going to flare it just like we did on the front of the boat, using a slow, gentle heat. Start on the right side hole on the boat. Start pushing the tube in. We're going to feed this forward. And this tube will go on the bottom side of the recess in the front. So we'll take this tube and we'll feed it through the bottom hole in the recess on the side of the boat. We'll repeat the flaring process like we did on the top tube. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the slack out from the back side of the boat. So one of the reasons that we're pulling these rudder tubes tight is to take the slack out so that there's no play left in the rudder when you're trying to turn. So we're going to take and stretch this tube, clamp it, cut it, and we're going to heat it again to flare the ends. After you're done installing the tubes on the right side of the boat, you're going to want to come back and reinstall the cover plate on the left side. This is Adam from Systems. If you have any further questions, please contact customer service.